channel Knowledge Hub. Friends, subscribe to our channel and click the bell icon for the latest update. Today we're gonna start with your quantitative aptitude class, that has been the 104th class of the session, and we had done your 103 classes in the session here. Beyond in that, we had started with arithmetical ability. In arithmetical ability, we had started with operations on numbers, SCF and LCF of numbers, decimal fraction, simplification, square roots and cube roots, averages, problems on numbers, problems on ages, surds and indices, percentage. Now we had started with profit and loss, that has been the of profit and a loss, that has been the 11th topic we have to start with. Now we go ahead for the same, and which has been the another question is your 130th question we have to start with, because 129th question we had done in the last classes here, and which is of course being the important one. So we'll start discussing about 130th question, and that has been the class we have as your 104th class here. So before starting with this, it's a huge request to all the viewers to please go ahead with like, share and subscribe our channel, so that many and maximum people can get the information at once, and even though you can also enjoy the video as well. 130 question here. The question is, a businessman sold 2/3 of his stock at a gain of 20% and the rest or at a gain of 14%. The overall percentage of the gain to the business is, the options we have is 12%, 17%, 18% and 20%. So we go ahead for the same. Businessman 2/3 of the stock at a gain of 20% and the rest at a gain of 14%. The overall percentage of gain to the businessman is, the option 12%, 17%, 18%, 20%, and that we have to discuss here. So we go ahead for the same. Net cost price of whole B rupees X, cost price of 2/3 equals to rupees 2x upon 3, cost price of 1/3 equals to rupees x/3, total selling price equals to rupees 120% of 2x upon 3 plus 114% of x/3 equals to rupees 4x upon 5 plus 19x upon 50, which is equals to rupees 59x upon 50. So gain is equals to rupees 59x upon 50 minus x equals to 9x upon 50. Gain percent equals to 9x upon 60. 1 upon x is the x being x, cancel it out into 100. 51s are 50 and 52s are 100 here, that is b, which is equals to 18%. That we get as an answer, that has been the gain percent, and that is what it is important of course, and we'll have to consider about it here. Now we go ahead further, which has been the another important question, and that is what it would be. So the question we have here is the 131st question of the session. The question is, A cloth merchant sold half of his cloth at 20% profit and half of the remaining at 20% loss, and the rest was sold at the cost price. In the total transaction, his gain or loss will be. That has been asked in the SSC examination paper, and which has been the important one, of course. And the options we have: neither loss nor gain, 5% loss, 5% gain, and 10% gain as well. So we go ahead for the same. A cloth merchant sold half of his cloth at 20% profit, half of the remaining at 20% loss, and the rest was sold at the cost price. In the total transaction, his gain or loss will be. That we have to talk about it. This has been asked in SSC examination paper. The option is neither loss nor gain, 5% loss, 5% gain, 10% gain. So we go ahead for the same. Let cost price of whole be rupees X, cost price of 1/2 stock equals to rupees X by 2, cost price of 1/4 stock equals to rupees X by 4, total selling price equals to rupees 120% of X by 2 plus 80% of X by 4 plus X by 4 equals to rupees 3X by 5 plus X by 5 plus X by 4, which is equals to rupees 21x upon 20. So gain equals to, so gain is equals to, which has been your rupees 21 x upon 20 minus x equals to rupees x upon 20, and gain percent is equals to x upon 20 into 1 upon x into 100%. 21 the 20, 25 the 100, x being cancelled by x as well, so it will be your 5% that we have as an answer. Now we go ahead for the next one, which we'll talk about it. That has been the another question here, and that is also been your 132th question of the session. The question we have here is 132 question. So the question we have is: a person purchases 90 clocks and sells 40 clocks at the gain of 10% and 50 clocks at the gain of 20%. If he sold all them at a uniform profit of 15%, then he would have got rupees 40 less. The cost price of each clock is. That has been asked in your hotel management question paper, and that has been the important one, of course, and you have to answer it out. The option for the same is rupees 50, rupees 60, rupees 80, and rupees 90. We go ahead for the same. A person purchased 90 clocks and sells 40 clocks at a gain of 10% and 50 clocks at a gain of 20%. If he sold all of all at of them at a uniform profit of 15%, then he would have got rupees 40 less the cost price of each clock is. This has been asked in hotel management question paper. The option is your 50, 60, 80 and 90. So we go ahead for the same. Let cost price is equals of each clock be rupees X, then cost price of 90 clocks equals rupees 90x, that is 110% of 40x plus 120% of 50x minus 115% of 90x equals to 44x plus 60x minus 103.5x equals to 40. 0.5x equals to 40 and x equals to 80, that we get as an answer. Now we go ahead for the next question, that is being 133rd question of the session here, which has been the important one, of course. 133rd question. The question is, a person earns 15% on an investment but loses 10% on another investment. If the ratio of the two investment be 3:5, what is the gain, loss or loss on the two investments taken together? So we go ahead for the same. A person earns 15% on an investment but losses 10% on another investment. If the ratio of the two investments be 3:5, what is the gain or loss on the two investment taken together? 6 1/4% loss, 13 1/8% loss, again 13 1/8% loss in none of these. For the same, we go ahead here and that what we'll have to talk about it. So here, that has been the 102th question of the session. Let the investment be rupee 3x and 5x then total investment is equals to 8x. Total receipt equals to 115% of 3x plus 90% of 3x equals to 3.45x, 4.5x, 7.95x loss equals to 0.05x upon 8x, x mean x cancel, into 100%, which will give you 0.625% here. That will be getting as an answer. Now we go ahead for the next question that we talk about is 134th question of the session, and that what we'll have to discuss here as well. So we go ahead for the same. The question we have here is as I told you that what we'll have to talk about it. So yes, we'll go ahead for the same, and that has been your 134th question of the sessions here. So we go ahead for the next 134th question here, and that is we have to talk about it. A man bought good worth rupees 6,000 and sold half of them at a gain of 10%. At what gain percent must he sell the remainder so as to get a gain of 25% on the whole? That we have to discuss here. So we go ahead for the same. A man bought goods worth rupees 6,000 and sold half of them at a gain 10%. At what gain percent must he sell the remainder so as to get a gain of 25% on the whole? The option is 25%, 30%, 35% and 40%. So we go ahead for the same. Let the required gain percent be x%, then 110% of 3,000 plus x% of 3,000, 125% of 6,000. Next we go ahead for the same. 110 upon 100 into 3,000 plus 100 plus x upon 100 into 3,000 equals to 125 upon 100 into 6,000. So 30, 10, 100 plus x equals to 4,200, which is equals to 100 plus x equals to 140, and x equals to 40%. That we get as an answer here. Now we go ahead for the next question that we talk about it, which will be the another important one, and which is being the one which is being another important question as I told you, and that has been 135th question of the session here. So 135th question of the session we have here. Fruit seller has 25 kg of apples. He sells a part of these at a gain of rupees 20 and a balance at a loss of 5%. If on the whole he earns a profit of 10%, the amount of apples sold at a loss is. So 136th, 35th question of the session here. Food sell has 24 kg of apples. He sells a part of these at of these at a gain of 20%, and the balance for the same here, that is being the balance at loss of 5%. If on the whole he earns a profit of 10%, the amount of apples sold at a loss is. Option is 4.6 kg, 6 kg, 9.6 kg, 11.4 kg. We go ahead for the same and 135th solution here. So 135 solution we have here, and that what we'll have to discuss about it. And so we'll go ahead for the same. Let the quantity sold at a loss be x kg, and let CP per kg be rupees 1. So total CP equals to rupees 24. So total SP equals to rupees 120% of 24 minus x plus 95% of x equals rupees 6 by 5. 24 minus x plus 19x upon 20, that is being equals to 576 minus 5x upon 20. Rupees 576 minus 5x upon that what will have your 20. So further 576 minus 5x upon 20 equals to 110% of 24, which is equals to 576 minus 5x upon 20 equals to 264 upon 10. So that is being equals to 576 minus 5x equals to 528. 5x equals to 48 and x equals to 9.6 kg. That what we'll have to talk about it, which has been the important one here. So we go ahead for the same. That has been the another important one is your 136th question of the sessions here. So here the question is 2/3 of a consignment was sold at a profit of 5% and the remainder at a loss of 2%. If the total profit was rupees 400, the value of the consignment in rupees was. That the options we have consignment that we have. So the options is your 10,000, 12,000, 15,000 and 20,000. So we go ahead for the same here. 2/3 of a consignment was sold at a profit of 5% and the remainder at a loss of 2%. if the total profit was rupees 400, the value of the consignment in rupees was that we have. So we go ahead for the solution here as well. Let the total value be rupees X. Value of 2 by 3rd equals to rupees 2x upon 3. Value of 1 by 3rd is equals to, that is your x by 3. Total selling price equals to rupees 105% of 2x upon 3 plus 98% of x by 3 equals to rupees 210x upon 300 plus 98 x upon 300 equals to rupees 308 x upon 300. So 308 x upon 300 minus x is equals to 400. 8x upon 300 is equals to 400. X is equals to 400 into 300 upon 8, which is equals to 15,000 that we get as an answer. Now we go ahead further, which we'll talk about it, and that has been another important question here. But here we're going to end up with, so we'll discuss many more in the next coming class. That will be discussed 137th question of the session, and in the class that we have to discuss here is your 105th class of the session as well. So that we'll discuss there. And so before ending it up, it's a huge request to all the viewers to please go ahead with like, share and subscribe our channel, so that many and maximum people can get the information at once, and you can also enjoy the video as well. Other than quantitative aptitude, we had done your reasoning. In that we had done your general mental ability and the logic reasoning. In the same cases, in general mental ability and the logic reasoning, that is a part of your verbal reasoning. In non-verbal reasoning, we had done series, analogy, classification, analytical reasoning, method, image, water image, embedded figure, comparisons of incomplete pattern, figure matrix, paper folding, paper cutting, rule detection, grouping of identical figures, cubes and dice, rod situation, constructions of squares and triangles, figure formation, analysis, and practice question set as well. After talking about that, yes, we had done your ER diagram, we had done dealing with English vocabulary. We'll surely be started with physics part 1, which is important for class 11th, and chemistry part 1 we had done, and chemistry class 12th part 1 we had done, that is of unit 1, unit 2, unit 3, unit 4, unit 5, unit 6, unit 7, unit 8, unit 9 with the conversions, logarithms, antilogs. And we had done sociology and software engineering, even though we had started with quantitative aptitude. In that we had started with your arithmetical ability. In arithmetical ability we had done operations and numbers, receipt and LCF of numbers, decimal fractions, simplification, square roots and cube roots, averages, problems on numbers, problems on ages, synthesis, percentage, and profit and loss. In profit and loss we had reached 136 question here. We'll surely be started with this next 137th question. After completing that, we'll start discussing about ratio and proportion, partnership, chain rule, time and work, by consistent time and distance, problems on train, boards and strings, allegations or mixtures, simple interest, compound interest, logarithm, area, volume and surface area, races and games of skills, calendar, clock, stocks and share, permutation and combination, probability, then true discount, bankers discount, height and distance, odd man odd series. In the second section, that is in the data interpretation, you have to cover up the tabulation, bar graphs, pie charts, line graphs, and that's what we have to cover up here. So here we're gonna end up with, it's a huge request to all the viewers to please go ahead with like, share and subscribe to our channel so that many and maximum people can get the information at once and immediately. You can also enjoy the video as well. Thank you. Hope you enjoyed this video. If you like this video, please give a thumbs up and give a suggestion on a comment box. Thank you.